Hey, everybody, welcome to the Pathmonk Presents podcast. Pathmonk is the AI for website conversions. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50% by adding Pathmonk to your website in seconds, letting the artificial intelligence do all the work, and increase conversions by 50% while you keep doing marketing as usual. Check us out on pathmonk.com. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're really excited to have a startup founder on the show. Today, we've got Ulises from X Factor Academy. Ulises, how are you today?
Hi, Kevin. Thanks for having me. I'm very happy to talk to you.
We're really excited to have you, especially another person in the, let's say, artificial intelligence space. We're looking forward to talking a little bit about it. So I know that we've already chatted a little bit off screen about X Factor Academy, but hopefully you can kind of open it up to our audience and tell us what it's all about. Why don't you give us a little background on X Factor?
Yeah, sure thing. You know, Kevin, I got asked that question last week on the first week of the bootcamp, and I think my pitch really sucked because I went too technical, right? So I'm going to try to put it very easy. Imagine this platform that adapts to you, grows with you, learns with you, and eventually it will validate your credentials. That's X Factor Academy. We use AI-powered features and we use an immersive atmosphere. So you can get hyper-personalized training and real-time feedback when you will be guided by avatars in real time.
And as an education technology venture, it seems like you guys are very much focused on kind of like the personalized learning process. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. You know, when I was in commercial areas dealing with deals pretty much every day, I realized that different styles of selling will work differently according to the person. So I started wondering if I should use different selling tactics to each one of my buyer personas. And that really took me into a path of hyper personalization. That's when I came with the idea of creating something like this.
Excellent. And speaking of kind of your past in commercial and stuff like that, I'm kind of curious, like what sort of companies are you targeting? Like who are the industries that you work within, and who do you think benefits most from a product like X Factor Academy at the moment?
Well, according to our business model right now, because of course it can pivot. That's why I'm joining the bootcamp. But we will provide solutions for high growth SMBs as well to entrepreneurs and to freelancers. Probably they're going to be the early adopters, but we're also going to provide white label options. So we're going to be working very closely with universities and other institutions.
Okay. And within these kind of, let's say, early targets that you're focusing on, are there any specific problems that you're solving for them, or what can they kind of expect in terms of your offering?
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of content out there. I was leading all my way, prompting and prompting and prompting, just trying to create the best sales intelligence program. And then I found out that there were a lot of content from social media, TikTok, blogs and stuff. So I really tried to reflect on what really looked like the best program available in the world. So first, the companies have a big problem that the courses, most of them are static, are not current. They don't get updated quickly, and the market is evolving real fast. We don't depend on the human factor, so we might be the first platform in the world that will have this ability of pretty much adapting in real time based on the feedback of the user. So we will scale as fast or faster even than the current trends in the industries.
Okay. This is a really interesting space. I'd be curious to kind of learn a little bit more about your competition and kind of what you've seen so far in your research, but I kind of want to focus a little bit more away from who you are and what X Factor is, and more into that kind of the growth and the marketing behind it, because ultimately we're here on this podcast to talk about growth and marketing. So I want to know, considering you are a startup that's very young and you're kind of trying to get the brand name out there, how are target customers usually discovering you for now?
Well, right now is via our waitlist that we just published 1 week ago. Another thing that has helped a lot is LinkedIn. Collaborating with NextAI has given us a lot of social proof. So that's pretty much collaboration with other entities or website. That's pretty much represents our brand right now. Like everything we have there, the logo, the animations and stuff, it can really get people a sense of who we are. And of course, we're going to keep people updated through LinkedIn. And that was an option that I have to choose because it's important for us to focus on just one channel, at least at the beginning, and then we will grow from there.
Excellent, excellent. And in terms of kind of like that online presence, it seems like you're doing some social. I saw that you're also on that X Factor Academy is already on Instagram. The website's currently up and live. LinkedIn, as you mentioned. What role how do I put this? In terms of your online presence, what role do you think all of this social media and website will play in terms of acquiring clients? Is it more of client education and brand awareness, or are you trying to treat it as more of like a conversion tool?
Now it's gonna go with the clients and with the prospects along all the sales and marketing funnel. It's for awareness stage, yes, but it's also for the middle of the funnel stage and from the bottom of the funnel stage. Right now, people are finding us through a website, and then when they interact with us, that we try to make our best effort in terms of SEO. So right now we have the website in 4 different languages, and every language has pretty much their SEO strategy. The open graph, the meta description, the title label, everything. We're now targeting Spanish, English, Chinese, and French, right? So it's very important because we have attract organic traffic and just 1 week of 300 visitors as of today, and it's 100% organic, and out of them from 21 different countries. So I'm currently mapping what's going on. I'm currently adapting to what the market's telling me. For instance, this version that you're seeing right now is not the same. It's not the same version that we launched 1 week ago. People told me I was playing a football game here in Mexico, soccer for the US, and I was inviting some of my folks. Hey guys, join the waitlist, and they went like, "Hey, what is this?" It looks cool, it looks futuristic, but I don't understand the message. So I was like, damn, if they don't understand the message, so I must be doing something wrong, right? So I simplify the message now. I'm going with this statement of, hey, imagine the platform, that's gonna be with you along the way, evolve with you and stuff. And I think it's yielding very good results right now.
Hey, that's awesome. I actually come from a big digital marketing agency background myself. I know how much work goes into not just one SEO campaign, but also when you have to translate an SEO campaign into multiple languages and make sure that each keyword is specific to a localized language, like the keywords that they might use in northern Mexico versus the keywords that they might use in southern Mexico. Like there are some nuances to this, right? So yeah, it sounds like you've gotten started nice and early. A lot of companies start way too late in terms of their SEO, which is something that takes a long time to kind of see those results, right? So I think it's really smart that you got started right away, right from the get-go.
Yeah, thank you. If I want to promote hyper personalization, we have to go with the most personalized version of a website from your beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, that's well put. That's right. If you guys are going to do personalized, the website has to be personalized. That's a good point. Awesome. Okay. So I want to kind of shift the focus of the conversation less about X Factor Academy and a little bit more over to Ulises as a growth and marketing professional. So my first question to focus on you, what are some of the key tasks that you focus on or some sort of priorities that you focus on when we talk about day-to-day operations as a founder of a startup?
Yeah. One of the key priorities that I have is product development. Right now, we have to work towards the MVP. So we have a lot of algorithm things to do. We have to prioritize the variables that we are going to use. Good thing for me that I'm in AI, in which I have met brilliant people that's going to help me with that, right? So that's one of the key focus. And the other thing is to engage with early adopters and to have these conversations on what we can refine. And I'm also still engaging in these early, collaborations with chambers, with B2B companies and stuff. I think those 3 elements are key right now.
Excellent. Okay, so the next one that I wanted to talk about is how we're always trying to stay informed, how we're always trying to get smarter, not staying stagnant, right? And I know there's a lot of places that you can kind of consume information and content out there. But for you, where do you go to kind of stay informed and inspired and stay up to date in terms of like industry trends?
Yeah, I like this EdSearch newsletter. It's very good. The MIT Technology Review as well. I've been following some marketing podcasts. There is this guy, I think he's from England. He has a nice marketing in AI show. He pretty much posts every day. I don't remember the name. It's not that I don't want to promote him, right? And there's also some platforms doing pretty good stuff, even though they're going to be our competitors. So I also I go there to learn. And there's very valuable blogs posts all over the website. Some of them are from lead industries. And of course, thought leadership and engaging with industry groups. That's also important part of learning for me.
I like the one thing that you said, taking a look at your competitors, right? You need to be learning from your competitors. If you're not keeping a close eye on what they're doing, like maybe you're missing something, right? So yeah, there are definitely different places to go to consume content. But one of the things that I think that I'm just now thinking about now that you said it is take a look at your competitor. What are they doing? What sort of actions are they doing? What sort of content are they producing? Well, this is keep your enemies close, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
To be fair with them, they're doing good stuff. It's just that I want to do it in a supercharged 2.0 version. That's it.
Well put, well put. Okay. Now that we're kind of hitting, I would say, the final section of the podcast, and this is where we move into what we call the rapid fire round. So what we're looking for is short, crisp answers, kind of the first thing that comes to your head. And I'll get you started with a pretty easy one. What is the last book, article, or resource that you found especially valuable as a founder?
Eric Rice, a lean startup. I read it again. Yeah, last book.
Excellent. I like how quick that was. Next one. If there were no boundaries in technology or any sort of technological limitations, what's one challenge that you would solve for your startup today?
I would love to prompt an immersive environment, virtual environment, without having the need to produce any code or algorithms.
Interesting. That's an answer we have not heard before on this show. That's an excellent one. Next. Are there any repetitive or time-consuming tasks in your role that you'd love to automate?
Yes, there's a lot of tools out there, but outreach, I would love to automate it, especially through LinkedIn. And I know there's Expandy, I know there's a navigator and stuff, but in this phase of the startup, I cannot be spending on every tool that comes to my mind. So I have to choose very carefully my tech stack. And that's a thing that I have to revise 2 or 3 things. I would love to automate everything. And, I have all these tools, pay for Zapier, pay for make.com, pay the best version of Apollo, pay the best version of Instantly. But as of this point, I would love to have the budget or to have the way to automate it.
Well said, well said. And last one, looking back, what's one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart this journey today?
This business is about learning faster. That's the game. If you can learn faster, you are 2 steps ahead.
Well said. Wise words, wise words. Thank you, Ulises, for joining the show today. We really, I think anyone out there that's looking for an educational technology that's kind of the next generation, go check out X Factor Academy. Ulises, thanks so much for joining, and I look forward to reaching out to you again in the future.
Thank you, Kevin. It was my pleasure.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye.